Hi everyone. So today we are going to discuss about the Microsoft Certified Fabric Analytics Engineer Associate Examination, which we generally know as DP-600 examination. So how to crack DP-600 examination in one attempt. So we will discuss about the steps, what things we have to cover in our tutorial, how we can achieve the certification in just one go. Everything we are going to cover in this session. So let's start. So Microsoft Certified Fabric Analytics Engineer Associate is provided by Microsoft, and generally we call it as a DP-600 examination. And as a Fabric Analytics Engineer, you should have a subject matter expertise. So subject matter expertise means you should know about the terms and conditions as well as the functionality of Microsoft Fabric in all of the areas such as the security, the integration, the storage, the ingestion, as well as performance optimization also. So, what DP-600 measures when they are taking the examination? So, DP-600 wants to see how deep we have the knowledge of the Fabric, Microsoft Fabric platform. So, Fabric is a unified analytics platform which is integrating so many functionality of Azure, such as data factory, synapse, data warehouse, data science, real-time intelligence, and the business intelligence using Power BI. So the Fabric uh, wants to check the uh, subject area expertise in each of these fields, including the ingestion of data by using pipelines, data flows, and notebook. Regarding the storage, different layers of storage such as lakehouse, warehouse, event house, which all are built on the model of one lake. Again, questions regarding modeling such as fact, dimension, and key columns such as surrogate keys. Then security related things such as role level security, workspace roles, and item level securities. And again, the governance and monitoring, the Azure Monitor Hub, Azure Purview, and again CI/CD pipelines and GitHub integration, and finally the performance optimization part of the Fabric. So to get DP-600 certified, you have to complete these modules. You have to get knowledge of these subject areas. You have to be subject matter expert in these areas in Fabric. So what first you have to do? You have to study about Fabric fundamentals, like all the components in Fabric, such as data factory, data warehouse, data science, again real-time intelligence, as well as the Power BI. And again, you have to do hands-on practice on each of the modules and each of the component, so that you are aware of the pros and cons and the functionality of each of the modules and each of the components. And then you have to practice you have to take the practice assessment provided by Microsoft Fabric, Microsoft Learn. So here I have provided the link in this particular icon, so you can click on this icon and you can directly go to the website where you can take the practice assessment, and also you can do revision, and these are the mock tests you have to do multiple times. So when we talk about the storage options, so in Fabric there are several storage options such as Lakehouse, Warehouse, Event House, and Data Marts. So Lakehouse, when we talk about Lakehouse, it is a data lake built on the one lake capability of Fabric, where we store table in the Delta Parquet format, and we can store structured and unstructured data there. We can store files as well as uh, the tables. Then we have Warehouse, which is also built on the top of one lake capability of Microsoft Fabric. So in Warehouse, we can build the relational tables, and we can use T-SQL optimized queries, and we can use these tables for the reporting purpose. In the Event House, we are storing our real-time data, And real-time data means the data which is coming from the devices which is providing real-time data such as IoT devices or the stock market or any of the real-time sales transactional data and the data mart which we define for a particular subject area analytics. Again, we have T, SQL, Spark, and KQL. These are the language which we are using in our Fabric inside Fabric. So T-SQL we are using in the warehouses, lakehouses, and Lakehouse SQL endpoint. So we can query Lakehouse tables as well and warehouse tables. Using Spark, we are doing the ETL part, and in the notebook we can use PySpark, and the KQL we can use in the real-time intelligence in Microsoft Fabric. And this we are using for the real-time intelligence and for querying the real-time data. Again, if I talk about the questions coming from fact and dimension modeling, so the question will be like, what fields which we have to keep. You will be given some fields such as 5 to 10 columns, and it will ask which column is associated with fact or which column should be associated with a particular dimension. That way you have to answer those. So let's say you have given 7 fields in which there are 3 numeric fields and 3 categorical fields. So the categorical fields will go to the dimensions and the numeric field go to the fact table. That's how you have to give the answer. Then some questions you will see for the cube and roll up commands as well. So these are for multi-level aggregations. Cube which will do all combination and roll up will be going for the hierarchical totals. I have given a small example here. Then you will be asked questions related to role, access role. So for data engineer, what kind of component access we are giving? So we are giving pipeline or lakehouse or warehouse accesses to data engineer. For BI developer, we are giving semantic model access or datasets access. For data analyst, we are giving report and dashboard access. So these kind of questions will also you will find in the DP-600 exam. Again, some questions will come from the row level security capability of Microsoft Fabric Power BI. So how we can apply row level security, what kind of row level securities are there, static or dynamic, how we can use filter based user identity and dynamic row level security, how we can implement like that. Some questions you will find. Then you can find the cross workspace access for one from one workspace to another workspace, how to provide access, how to use different lake houses and how to create shortcuts, and how we can use our items remain in source workspace. These kind of questions also you will find. Then finally, the performance optimization part, you will see questions from vOrder, you will see questions from vacuum and other command such as vacuum command will be there, vOrder command will be there. So these kind of questions you will find there, and then you will seek some scenario based questions which will use the hash key questions as well, hash key column questions as well. And if I talk about the last, so you will see questions on the ingestion decision tree as well, like how we are ingesting data from on-prem to Fabric using pipeline. Then for real time, we are using event stream. For scheduled ETL part, we are using pipeline or notebook. For low code, no code transformations, we are using data flow. Then related to continuous integration and continuous deployment, we have to understand about the GitHub uh, capabilities, how we can integrate our Fabric components with GitHub, and again the permissions and all, the read and write permission, the deployment pipeline, validations. So these things you will see questions from these as well, and some monitoring questions as well. You will find how you can monitor the pipeline run activities, how you can find out which pipeline is taking longer time to complete, and again related to some admin questions as well, and the SQL query insight questions as well. So what common exam mistakes people usually do? They will like before reading to the like you will find some questions like case studies. So case studies, first they will define the case, They will define the scenario. Let's say there is an organization called Contoso. Contoso is having this requirement. So in this requirement, they have the F64 capacity. They want to deploy a pipeline. They want to deploy a warehouse. They want to use the warehouse. They want to create a report. They want to create a report on a particular subject area. Like that, you will see the questions there. Then you will see questions like which storage item we have to choose and how we can optimize the cost. So these kind of questions you should first read, complete, and then give the answer. Don't confuse between notebooks and pipelines. So notebooks we can add inside pipeline. Again, the questions related to row level security. Read the question, understand the question, then only answer how you can apply row level security. Then don't misunderstand in event house and one lake. Okay, like that. These things which you have to take care, and these are the common exam mistakes. I am having both DP-600 as well as DP-700 certifications along with PL-300 as well. So I have created a document which is consisting of some sample questions which are going to come in the DP-600 examination. So let me share the document as well. So I have created 60 questions and each question consists of 4 options with correct answer. And I have configured the section wise questions. So storage and architecture, you can see questions like you need to store semi-structured JSON data written only on Spark. What should you create? So like that, we should create a Lakehouse because this is semi-structured. Then you need a storage option optimized for BI, star schema, and T-SQL. You should take warehouse. So like that, I have created questions for other modules. So that was storage. Now we have ingestion questions. Then we have questions related to modeling and warehouse and cube and rollup as well. And I have created questions related to security, workspace access, and row level security. So I will be sharing this document link. I will upload this to my GitHub and I'll keep the GitHub repository link in my pinned comment in this video. So you can find that document as well as this PPT for your reference. Apart from this, if anyone is interested for taking taking the examination, if they want more help, they can again comment for some real time questions. So I am having some real time questions as well. So they can comment their email ID and I can give them the questions. So some of the questions I have, which I have kept uh, by remembering all the questions from my last examination, which I given just 3 months back. So that will help you to give examination very clearly. So that's from today. I hope everybody, whoever wants to give the examination, the DP-600 exam, they will do subscribe my channel and they will comment their email ID so that I can provide them the some questions which we can say dumps. So thanks everyone for joining today's session. And this is not a session for that 24-day series of Microsoft Fabric series which we are having in our data with channel. This video is just apart from that particular series. And yeah, I want you to uh, let you know one more thing. So currently in Microsoft, there is a challenge going on. So let me just tell you about the challenge. So currently a challenge is going on in Microsoft Fabric related to Fabric Data Days Get Certified. So you can get free coupons to give the Microsoft Fabric DP-600 and DP-700 examination. So you will get 100% off for DP-600 and DP-700. So I will provide this link. What you have to do, you have to register for any of the challenges like DP-600 challenge or DP-700 challenge with your Microsoft account, and then you have to complete the challenge during this time, and then you have to submit a form. So what form you have to submit? Uh, I think here only you have to request now. This thing you have to click on the request now. and you have to submit this form. Okay, and then only you will be eligible for this free voucher, and you will get your voucher in your community account in the messages after completing the challenge, within 2 weeks. So that's another update which I'm going to share with you. So I will provide this challenge link here in my pinned comment so that you can leverage this. So thanks everyone. Thanks for joining today's session. Thank you. Bye bye.